man. It took down the jumps. It's so wet, the trails are closed. There ain't nowhere to ride. And that brings me to the point to where now, this is why I don't feel bad that I got rid of the daggone dirt bike. Although my dirt bike, it wasn't costing me any money just sitting there, but it was a piece of equipment that was not getting used. It was a toy that wasn't getting used. You know, whereas with the Tenere, I can take it on the trails. And if the trails is closed, you know, we don't have a whole lot of riding options around here in Texas, so this is my deal. So yeah, with the Tenere, I can take the daggone thing whenever, wherever I want to. Where with the dirt bike, the whole track stuff is cool and all, but I kind of outgrew that. I outgrew the track stuff. It's like, yeah, it's fun, good practice and all, but not for me. Not for me. I was almost considering taking this back after I got my truck, but no, there's still a lot of fun to be had on this thing. It's not going anywhere. So yeah, the versatility of this bike is just amazing. As long as you get the bigger fuel tank or a camel tank, but for me, I opted for the bigger tank. Okay, so after about 3,000 miles, to be exact, it's 2,930 something miles. I don't know. It's 2,900 and some change. That's how many miles I got on this. So yeah, that's what we're doing here today. The fuel tank is great. This thing does not get good fuel mileage. If you live in an area to where you're close to a place to go ride, then fine. Yeah, the factory fuel tank is going to work fine. But going 75, 80 miles an hour, like most of our highways are here in Texas, this gets around 25 to 27 miles per gallon. So that doesn't leave you very far to go. And in Texas, there's always some distance to cover before you get anywhere really fun to ride. So the bigger fuel tank is what I opted for. I didn't go with the camel tank, camel ADV, but I didn't go with that tank strictly for the fact that I just think that the way that I ride on the trails, it really, I mean, I would have to have it empty anyways, because the whole weight in the back, weight distribution, it's not, doesn't seem conducive, right? I mean, to a dirt bike, basically a big old dirt bike. So that's why I opted for that. You know, I can get more range with it, got 2 more gallons of fuel. It's lighter than a factory one. It's uglier than the factory one. I still might go back to the factory tank just because I really just don't like the way it looks. I mean, great, it serves a great purpose, but I just don't like it. And then just get me like a 2-gallon armadillo bag. Yeah, there's still a lot of things I'm considering on that. So, you know, I don't want to get the I mean, I got the Rotopacks, but I don't want to put the Rotopacks on there because it's just going to take up room. I can get down to a half a tank with an armadillo bag, fill the tank up, roll the armadillo bag up, tuck it away. Simple. Can't do that with a daggone plastic Rotopacks. In the 3,000 miles, I think the main thing that I see people asking about is the daggone transmission. The transmission is a fickle little thing. I change my oil a lot. I've seen on some of these sites to where people are actually giving people hell for changing their oil so much. Like, who cares? First 500 miles, I ran it with the oil that came from the factory. Then I changed over to AMSOIL. AMSOIL, shit. Let me look at my phone. Okay, so at 600 miles, I changed it to AMSOIL 1040. And I still had the transmission issue where if I was coming up to a traffic light, a red light, or a stop, period, you pull the clutch in, you try to downshift, you can get down to 5th or 4th, you're not going any farther, it's gonna get stuck. You gotta let the clutch out and finagle it into gears. So I didn't like that. 600 miles, then 1,700 miles, I switched over to MOTO 1050, and that, I don't have that I don't have that shifting problem anymore. I don't know what the deal is. I've actually heard that some of the assembly process. Some of the clutch packs didn't get soaked in the oil before they put them in. I don't know. So all I know is whenever I put that MOTO 1050 in there, I got no more problems. I got no problems shifting down. I can go be in 6th gear and shift all the way down to 1st. It's fine. I rode the bike for 1,500 miles with the factory suspension just to see what everybody was talking about. It's fine for 230 pounds if normal riding, even light trail riding. But once you add on like luggage or anything on the back, you're done, because I had my preload maxed all the way out. I don't like that because the valving for one. So anyways, that's a suspension topic. So yeah, I got yeah, 1,500 miles is whenever I got it, the suspension resprung and revalved. New tires. I put the new tires on at 550 miles. I tried the factory tires out. Let me tell you, that is not cool. I did not like them factory tires. On the road, they're fine. But yeah, so I put the MOTO's Desert HT on there at 550 miles. And then, yeah, the fuel tank. That's about it. I got the MOTO's bash plate. I've got the cheap, nice CNC chain guard thingy. LED blinkers, that's a must. Those floppy ass other blinkers are just horrible. Now, I did have the adventure spec. Oh, that's another story. I hurt myself. I did have the adventure spec rack with the bars, but unfortunately with the, I keep wanting to say MOTO's, Moscow, with the Moscow MOTO rackless system, they won't work. A lot of rackless systems won't work with any type of bars that you have right here. So I went back with just it's basically the alt-rider tail rack, rear rack, but it's the cheap version. It's like the $50 or $60 version. I got just a Leo Vinci. I got the Leo freaking can. And just recently, I put the Camel ADV foot pegs on there. Oh shit. That's kind of pointless, but hey, it makes me feel better. That's about all I've done to the bike. Yeah, I mean the GPS mount and wiring and all that stuff. But I mean, I got these Tusk, I think they're Traverse, the small little bags. Those can go on any one of the bikes. So one of these sides, I've got a spare tube, the little trail jack stand for it, and on this side I've got my air pump, a bottle of water, my spoons, something else, I don't know. You can fit a decent amount, and of course, you know, a first aid kit right here. Hand guards. I'll eventually get hand guards, but I've modified, I got my modified lever right here. That's from dropping a bike a couple times. The hand guards still haven't broken. Hell, man, what the hell, I got a spider web. But the hand guards, I still got the factory hand guards on the 1290. So, I mean, I should probably get a new windshield before I get hand guards for my 1290, but whatever. Anyways, now that the wind is dying down, that's about it for this video. Just a quick little run through. I mean, I've had no issues with it, no concerns about it. Sure, it makes funny noises every now and then, but I mean, these adventure bikes, they're different. I just pay it no attention. If you get concerned about any noise, yeah, it is a spider web, that your Tenere is making, don't worry about it. Go ride your buddies, or go find somebody who's got a KTM. Go ride it. It sounds like you're riding a tractor. Those things make all kind of noises. But I got no warning lights, and let me tell you, these new KTMs, they got all kind of computers and sensors and crap on it. So, hey, no warning lights, it's good to go. All right, if I missed something, you got any questions, give me a shout. Put you in the comments, like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, you know, if you want to. If not, whatever. It's a lovely bike. Oh, it could use some more power. If they were to make this with a 900, I would definitely trade this in for a Tenere 900. Otherwise, the power is great for off-road. The handling is great off-road. On-road, it's fine. It's fine, it really is. It's not as boring as my Africa Twin was, only because you get more wind. So it's a little rougher ride and you get that wind rush. So you feel like you're going faster than you are. Oh yeah, the factory seat. I haven't had a reason to change out the factory seat. It's comfortable. And what I'm comparing it to is my, good God, the Multistrada Enduro Pro. Yeah, the Ducati Multistrada Enduro Pro. That's what I had. That seat was, it sucked. The Africa Twin, that seat was just insane. It hurt. Like the first hour into a ride, my butt was hurting. My KTM 1290, still got the original seat on it. It's fine. This one, still got the original seat on it. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, everybody's butt's different, but maybe just riding around on those other sport bikes that I had, and then the Ducati and the Africa Twin, my butt just probably got hard enough, and it's like, yeah, okay, this thing is great. So for me, this seat is fine. I don't know what people are talking about. It's like riding a rock. I have taken it on a couple 400-mile trips, and I was fine. I was not complaining about my butt. So, okay, now I think we're done. So if you do have any questions, just leave a comment and I'll get to it whenever I get to it. So, all right, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. See, watch, I'm in 6th gear. 5, 4, 3, 2. I don't want to put it in 1 until I'm below 21. See, no problems whatsoever.